Hello, my name's Oscar, and I'm 17 years old and I have a maid of my own. Ugh, can you stop telling people I'm your personal maid? What did I say about interrupting me? Can't you see I'm making a YouTube video here? Why don't you go refill my lemonade instead? So, as I was saying before, I got rudely interrupted. I got a personal maid. Want to know how? Simple. It all started a few weeks ago. I was on a date with my girlfriend at the park. It was a normal day. The sky was blue and the grass was green. We talked about our future together and what our plans would be. You know, the usual couple stuff. It was almost time to go home, and that is when our evil plan began. "Hey, Oscar, want to walk me home?" she asked. "Yes, I would love to," I replied. We left the park and started heading to her house. We lived a few blocks away from each other, so the walk wasn't too long. Once we arrived, she asked me if I wanted to go in. "My parents aren't home. Do you want to come in?" She winked. Did I hear her right? Her parents aren't home, and she wants me, her boyfriend, to go in. At that moment, I should have known something was wrong. I did my best to decline her kind offer, but she kept pressing forward. I gulped because I was very skeptical of her real intentions. "Okay, maybe I can stay a while," I said as she pulled me by the arm into the house. I sat down on the living room sofa. I tried to keep myself entertained by looking around the house. What could be taking her so long? I asked myself. Maybe I should go help. Wait, no, what am I thinking? I decided to look around the house. I saw the family photos and even smelled the plants. Then, suddenly, I heard some kind of clanking coming from the hallway. Clank, clank, clank! What was that sound? It sounded like someone was banging two metals together. The clanking got closer and closer, louder and louder. I was not prepared for the following events. "Halt! Who goes there?" said Jackie in a deep, manly voice. Jackie? Is that you?" "I do not know who this Jackie you speak of is. I am Sir Jack," she grunted. I rubbed my eyes to make sure they weren't deceiving me. Nope. My girlfriend was wearing medieval metal armor, with a helmet and everything. My jaw dropped faster than a bowling ball. She took off her helmet and started to laugh. "The look on your face is priceless." Well, what other type of face should I have made? She was literally wearing a full-out medieval suit in the 21st century. What was I supposed to do, cheer her on? Jackie explained that this year she had joined the theater club. She loved acting and performing, so she decided to give the club a shot. She opened the closet and showed me all the props that the theater club had let her borrow. The costumes and outfits were all bought by her out of pocket. I could tell my girlfriend was really into this whole acting thing. Eventually, she talked me into joining her. "Oh, Oscar, are you almost ready?" "Relax, I can barely fit into this thing. Give me a minute." "Come on, I can't wait any longer. I want to see how you look in the costume." I hesitated to open the bathroom door. This was so weird and embarrassing, but I had no choice. Jackie threatened to kick the door open if I took any longer to change. Bang! I swung the door open and gave out a loud roar. "Roar! I'm gonna get you, Goldilocks, for eating all my porridge. Roar!" "Oh no! I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I didn't mean to eat all your porridge." That's right. I was wearing a bear suit and helping my girlfriend with her acting skills. Of course, this was embarrassing for me. But hey, it's not like I had much of a choice. It was either the bear or Goldilocks. This went on for hours and hours. We kept trying different scenarios and different outfits. Before I knew it, I was enjoying the whole role-playing thing. Day after day, I kept showing up at her house and we tried different things. That was until one day, she asked me to do something uncanny. "You want me to what?" I asked in shock. "Roleplay as my big brother. It's for a theater play that's coming next week. I have the role of the little sister and, well, I'd really appreciate if you help me rehearse my lines." At that moment, I should have known something was up, but I agreed nonetheless. I put on the disguise that she gave me, and we went through the lines as planned. At first, there was nothing too suspicious, but things started to get a bit weird. Jackie said we should do some improv because that's the best way to get into character. And so we did. I was already feeling uncomfortable from the start, but I suppose I might as well finish the scene. As I approached my girlfriend, my sister, she started to make weird sounds. "Oh, what are you doing, big brother? You naughty boy," she said. My face was as bright as a tomato. Were these the sort of things they practiced in the theater club? If so, then I'm super glad I didn't join. This went on for a few days. The play was supposed to be next week, so I just had to hang on until then. After so much suffering, I decided to pay a visit to the theater club to see how things were going for the play. Huh? What do you mean there's no Jackie in the theater club? I'm sorry, but there's no such student here, the teacher replied. Are you sure? Jackie's an orange-haired girl who always wears a ponytail? Can you double-check your roster? She's supposed to be in the play this coming week. Nope, there's no one that fits that description here. I couldn't believe it. My girlfriend has lied to me. There was no little sister part in the play. As a matter of fact, she wasn't even in the theater club. What was going on? I had to find out the reason why she would lie to me. Why would she make me dress up and roleplay as a big brother? The next day that I went to her house, I was going to ask her. I wanted to know the truth behind her weird requests. I waited patiently for the right moment. Hey, Jackie, can I ask you something? Sure, what is it, Oscar? You see, the other day, I went to theater club and asked... Just as I said, the front doorbell rang. Hold that thought, I think it's the pizza delivery guy. I'll be right back, she said, and left to answer the door. Well, I guess I'll have to ask later. Or so I thought. From the corner of my eye, I saw something green sticking out of the sofa. Intrigued, I go over to investigate. To my surprise, it's a book. A magazine of some kind. The title read, How to Date Your Brother. Wait a second. Let's take a step back. Surely my eyes were playing tricks on me, right? There's no way that Jackie would ever own something like this. I looked over my shoulder to make sure no one was watching, and I opened the magazine. Oh my God! All the males' faces were cut out and replaced with pictures of me. Hey, Oscar, the pizza's ready. Come eat! Yelled Jackie as she walked in with the pizza box. I panicked and threw the book into the air. Luckily, with my super cat-like reflexes, I was able to catch the book and hide behind my back before Jackie could see it. Yeah, coming! I yelled back. As Jackie went to the kitchen to set up the food, I quickly put the magazine back in its place. Boneless pizza with extra cheese. My favorite, I jokingly stated. Boneless? Since when does pizza have bones, dummyhead? When you order it with wings, duh. We laughed at my silly joke. We finished the pizza and continued with our practice for the play. Her scenarios just kept getting more weird and weird. I didn't know just how much more I could take of this. I felt like my mind would snap any minute now. That is when I decided to confront her. Hey, Jackie? Yeah, what's up? You trust me, right? Yes, of course, and I hope you can trust me as well. I paused for a second before continuing the interrogation. Was I finally going to get the truth out of my girlfriend? You know, the other day I went to the theater club to go look for you, but I couldn't find you. Huh. Strange. I must have been out that day then. That's it. I couldn't take it anymore. At this point, I knew she was lying to my face. Don't play dumb with me. I found this on the sofa the other day. As soon as I pulled out the magazine, I knew I had caught her in her lie. Her face said it all. Jackie tried to explain that since she was only a child, she had always wished for a sibling. In this case, an older brother. What started as a harmless, hopeful wish soon turned into an obsession. She no longer wanted a big brother, but instead, she needed one. She begged for me to forgive her for using me. I thought about it, and, well, since she got her chance to live her fantasy for a week, then it would only be fair for me to live my own fantasy. Right? So here I am, sunbathing by the pool, waiting for my lemon glass to be refilled by my personal maid.